Welcome to the virtual promotion ceremony for Sutter Middle School's 8th grade class of 2020. Today is a special day for us to celebrate the accomplishments of our students completing middle school as they get ready to move on to the next stage in their lives. Students, you are greatly missed by all of us, and I wish we could be with you in person to celebrate this milestone together. We try hard to have every part of the school year planned out before it even starts. We never imagined that by mid-March things would change so abruptly and we would be faced with a global pandemic, school closures, and forced into distance learning for the rest of the year. I recognize that there is so much more that is impacting all of us, even beyond the COVID-19 health concerns. With the current events in our world today, there is a lot that weighs heavily upon our hearts and minds with the recent killing of George Floyd, along with far too many other unacceptable examples of racism in our country. Sutter is filled with students with the potential to help make this world a better place than it is now. It is our hope that Sutter students leave their time with us with more than just a solid education, but knowing how important it is to look out for one another and to treat others with respect and kindness. I challenge you to see it as your personal responsibility to make a positive difference, one decision at a time, one interaction at a time, one day at a time. Remember to always be true to yourself and do the right thing, even if no one is looking. I look forward to hearing about all the wonderful things that you will accomplish in your bright futures. Here we are in June, at the end of your time at Sutter. Things have been difficult, and I know that there are many different challenges that you each have had to overcome. Many of you worked hard to engage in your classes, regardless of what hurdles you were facing. You figured out how to use Google Classroom and how strange it is to only be able to see your classmates and teachers in a Zoom chat room. Simple things like hanging out with friends, attending school, and playing on sports teams will never be seen in the same way. Students, all of you have worked hard to get to this point, and you deserve to be proud of yourselves. I want to be sure that we also recognize the hard work of the incredible support system around you that has helped to make this happen not only for you, but have helped to make Sutter Middle School the pride of the city. First of all, thank you to our parents and families. I'm sure it seems like yesterday that your child was anxious and nervous to start middle school, and here they are on promotion day already. You have been there to love and support your child through all the ups and downs of middle school life, and got more than you bargained for during distance learning time. Parents, this is your time to celebrate yourselves too. A special thank you to our PTSO for all of your hard work and dedication. You have been a wonderful group to work with, and I am grateful for all you have done for Sutter and to all of the parents who have contributed to help support our teachers, students, and our entire school. There are a lot of people who work behind the scenes that I want to be sure to acknowledge, as every member of our Sutter team is important to help support students and to make Sutter the special place that it is. Thank you to our custodial staff who help to keep our campus clean and in proper condition for us to come to school each day. Congratulations to our custodial crew on their retirements this year. Mario Vargas, Alex Krastoff, and Sal Rodriguez. We wish you all the best. Thank you to Lisa Hernandez and the entire cafeteria staff who ensured that our students are provided with food on a daily basis so they are ready to work hard. Thank you to our campus monitors, Leonard Reed and Eddie Thomas, who help to ensure that your children are safe on and around campus. And to our office staff, Michelle Payne, Pam Grady, Tracy Fikert, Natasha Brown, and Bronwyn Julene, who work tirelessly to ensure that things run smoothly and that we are supporting our students and staff. I couldn't do this job without their support and am extremely grateful for all they do. I would like to thank the teachers, counselors, instructional aides, interpreters, and other support staff. I appreciate all you do for our students each and every day. You go above and beyond to teach them lessons that extend beyond academics, to teaching them life lessons. Our students may never know the countless hours you spent to plan each lesson and activity, grading, and adjusting to all that distance learning entailed. But you know that the lessons you have taught them in and out of the classroom will continue to impact them long after their time at Sutter. I also want to thank my assistant principals. I actually have more than one to thank this year. We started the year with assistant principal Michelle Hansen, who is now the principal at Phoebe Hearst Elementary School. She is greatly missed and appreciated for her work here. We were fortunate to be able to hire Marty Tateishi. Since joining us, he has done a tremendous job of jumping right in and rising to the challenge. He is someone that I can count on to always do what's necessary to support our students, staff, and families in any way he can. To all of you amazing Sutter students, I am so proud of all of your accomplishments. This has been a very special year, filled with things to celebrate from academics to athletics, extracurricular activities, and beyond. Our girls volleyball team won the city championship, Our robotics team placed in the top 12 in California out of over 300 teams. Girls basketball won the championship. We had students recognized for awards in jazz band and had advanced band students named to the All-City Honor Band and the Capital Section Middle School Honor Band. Our debate team won in various categories and tournaments. Our pit crew won a number of SIVA Media Production Awards. And I know that so many of our sports teams were eager to try and go for a championship banner this year. But unfortunately, we're cut short right after competing hard to make their team roster. I am so impressed by all of the 8th grade students recognized for their achievements during our virtual award ceremony. Even more important than championships and awards is that I know our students have created relationships with both peers and staff that will last a lifetime. All of you have had the opportunity to enjoy the Sutter experience for yourselves. It's a feeling of being part of something truly exceptional and unique. As you get ready to enter high school, I encourage you to dream big. Envision greatness in yourself, then put in the hard work and effort it takes to achieve it. You are resilient, amazing people, and I know that you're ready for what lies ahead. I would now like to introduce our first student speaker, Student Body President, Gio Martinez.
Greetings parents, teachers, and most importantly, Sutter students. Before I start this speech, I just want to say thank you to everyone and acknowledge that this past year has been like no other Sutter school year. When I imagined presenting my end of the year speech as Sutter's class president, I never imagined that it would be virtual. Although, I must admit, I'm glad I don't have to get dressed up in the heat and stand in front of an audience. I don't think any of us thought that when we got the message in March that we had a week off of school because of COVID-19, that we would be dealing with a global pandemic and not returning to school this year. I'm sure just like I was, everyone was excited to stay home and have an extra long spring break. Then we realized that our parents and annoying siblings were home too. We had to adapt to a new way of learning where we learned without the presence of friends or teachers, and sadly we weren't able to experience the sporting events, dances, catching up in the halls and at lunch, and most of all, the memories that would have been made the rest of the year. But as minors, we did what we do best. We remained resilient as the pride of the city and persevered. I'd like to deeply thank the teachers and all the faculty at Sutter for your ongoing dedication. Because you care about our education, you have spent hours and hours changing the way you teach us to make sure we're learning and are successful. I'd like to thank you for reaching out to us during these uncertain times and making sure we are okay. During my 2 years here, I've seen you go above and beyond, whether offering your time for study sessions, your weekends or evenings to our trips, you've always put your students first. I'm honored to have attended a school where so many people care about our education. Alright, now that we got that stuff out of the way, it is with great pleasure that I can finally say congratulations to the Sutter Middle School graduating class of 2020. This graduation will be like no others in our lives, and although we will not be able to walk the Sutter stage this year, these 2 years will remain in our memories forever. I bet our friends and family are glad that they don't have to wait in the heat for hours and hours to save graduation seats. This graduation may be different, but it does not change the fact that we did it. I am thankful for my time at Sutter. It has taught me the skills I need to move on and be successful in high school. Sutter has taught me how to be competitive, to strive to succeed academically, and work as a team. I couldn't have thought of a better place to spend these past years. This time at Sutter is one of a kind and cannot be forgotten. I can still remember the first class, the first sporting event, the first time seeing all 1,200 of us walking down the halls at once and thinking in my head that I was about to be trampled. I don't know if any of you have seen the halls during passing period, but it's more crowded than a Black Friday sale. After these past 2 years here at the Pride of the City, I'm proud to be able to say that I attended Sutter Middle School and am and forever will be a Sutter minor. Because as we all know, because Mr. Faith says that anytime we're in PE, or eating lunch, or basically anywhere at all, tradition never graduates. This class of 2020 is by far one of the most unique and memorable classes of Sutter Middle School history. At Sutter, not only did our academics shine through, but so did our athleticism. Our girls volleyball team won 2 straight city championships, our girls basketball team did the same, and the track team, golf team, and boys soccer team all had 1 banner, going on 2 banners if not for the school shutdown. Sutter has granted me so many unforgettable memories, like our spirit rallies, dances, and friendships that will last a lifetime. A great philosopher and street poet, I don't know if you've heard of him or not, his name is Drake, once said, "Life can always change, you just have to adjust." And to this I say, we have done exactly that these past 2 years. This year, we have all learned how resilient we are and how much we took for granted the small things, like hearing the school motto, "Do work," constantly, or hanging out with friends after school. Over these past years, I've been able to see my peers evolve and mature into men and women they have become. I'm sure that each and every one of you would do great things in high school and continue to thrive. I'm also sure that all of your parents are so proud of you and what you've accomplished over these past 2 years. P.S. This is probably a good time to ask them for money. Class, there are only 3 things I'll ask you when our time here at Sutter reaches its end. The first is to follow your passion and do what you love. Second is to stay true to yourself and not let anyone change you. And lastly, of course, is to continue to adapt and grow into the amazing people you will become. I'm going to miss Sutter and all the people in it who made the time so memorable and meaningful. But I am thankful for all the memories and to forever remember. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Our second student speaker today is Kira Aspilera.
Hey Miners, my name is Kira Aspilera, but for those of you who know me, you might know me better as Kiki. Over the past 2 years, I've grown tremendously as a person, and it's all thanks to Sutter Middle School. Meeting new people, trying new things, and making new memories, Sutter was the fresh start that a lot of us needed. Looking back, I can't help but laugh at my nervousness. The environment here was just so welcoming. The second I stepped into first period, I was completely relieved. Despite my initial reluctance to start over, the idea of Sutter being my new normal went from completely nervous to feeling pretty comfortable almost instantly. During that first day, I met more and more people, most of which I'm still close to today. By the time the bell rang, I knew that these next 2 years would be filled with unforgettable. And I'm happy to say how right I was. Over my time here, Sutter's managed to become a second home to me, and my peers like a second family. I've learned so much, not just about pronouns and the Pythagorean theorem, but about life and how to live it. Although I must say, each and every one of my teachers has done a fantastic job preparing me for the future. Not many kids are ever happy to go to school, but here at Sutter, we don't mind much. I had such amazing people to get me through it. Every day was something new and exciting. I'm happy to say I never really had a dull moment. I know this may be an unpopular opinion, but I kind of loved being a subby. I mean, I admit, being picked last for everything kind of sucked. The memories made it worth it. I'll always remember watching the outsiders in core, doing stupid little victory dances when scoring a point for spike ball in PE, and constantly cracking jokes in science that honestly weren't that funny, and we could definitely tell by Miss Norris's reaction, but I can't remember a day in that class where I wasn't laughing. Everything was new in 7th grade. We were all still trying to reinvent ourselves while getting to know other people. I think that's why this year felt so different. Not only were we the big dogs on campus, but we knew who we were, and who our friends were. We were able to appreciate what was going on behind the scenes and how much effort was put into everything. Our school spirit is what makes us so special. Sutter truly is the pride of the city. I'm not sure what it was about 8th grade, but I branched out so much more than I did in 7th, and that's saying something. Thankfully, though, because the friendships I have now are the ones I know will last a lifetime. These people have made this year absolutely surreal. So much so that if I had to go back, I wouldn't change a thing. I've made so many memories this year, even if it was cut short. I'm gonna miss it so unbelievably much. All the inside jokes, all the bus rides home, every lunchtime shenanigan or after school hangout. Truthfully, I'm not even slightly ready to leave it all behind. Sutter will always hold a very special place in my heart. And while I'm sad to walk away, I'm glad to have been able to experience the magic of being a minor. We all know that tradition never graduates here at Sutter Middle School. Even though we're all growing up and starting a new chapter in our lives, we can reside in the comfort of knowing that we'll always be a minor. Because once a minor, always a minor, right? And, of course, if you ever miss it, just remember that you'll always be able to hear Mr. Faith in the back of your mind yelling, "Do work!" Because really, how could you forget that? But on a serious note, thank you, Sutter, for giving us 2 years of absolutely unforgettable memories. And thank you to everybody who was a part of my Sutter experience. and make sure to thank those who are part of yours. Now, you know that we can't end something at Sutter Middle School without a do work. Can I get one final do work? Count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Do work, Connors!
Thank you.
And now, our 8th grade Sutter graduate. member of our Sutter family that I'd like to acknowledge, as this is also her last day at Sutter. Teacher Gail Herlihy. Congratulations on your retirement and your wonderful career in educating students and helping to prepare them for life. Students, I am so proud of all of you. It has been an honor and privilege watching you grow and progress in your time at Sutter. There are so many great moments ahead of you. As we part ways at the end of this video, I want to remind you that you will always be a part of the Sutter family. Once a minor, always a minor. The certification of the graduating class is the process of officially declaring their promotion to high school. As principal of Sutter Middle School and having been given the authority by the Board of Education of the Sacramento City Unified School District, I do hereby certify that each student has successfully completed the basic course of study required for promotion to high school. I want to wish you all the best of luck. Congratulations to the class of 2020. You are now officially high school freshmen.